Okay, so you're going to want to take the picture you're going to be using and crop the background out of it. So you'll do this by going to Tools and then Free Crop and click on Person, and it'll just select your person and crop out the background. So from there, you're going to want to scroll down to Color Backgrounds and just pick the first one that has no color, and then crop it a little bit more if you'd like. Position it to where you want it to be on that picture, and then hit the check mark, and then you can zoom in. So from there, you're going to want to outline, add some shadows to specific parts of your face and body, if you have body in the picture. So I just did my eyes, my cupid's bow, and the bottom of my lips, and now I'm framing my jawline, which did take some time, and yeah, it's very tedious, but if you just keep at it, you'll eventually get it. And I'm just using my finger to do this. I'm sure if you had a stylus, or even I'm sure like the eraser tip of a pencil would even work, it would probably be much easier, but I just use my finger for this. So now I just used the color picker and selected my eyebrow color, and I filled in my eyebrows, and then used the eraser tool to cut off or erase any excess. So with that done, now you want to add some shadow to the underside of your eyebrow, and then underneath that shadow add a little bit of highlight. So now you just want to do the corners of your eyes with some highlight, the tip of your nose, the top of your lips, and then the bottom as well. And using the color picker again, I just chose the contour color of my nose and used that color to create a shadow on my nose. And then just use the shadow to add some contour to my collarbone as well, and added some highlight as well. So now with that done, I'm going to add some eyeliner. I went to lashes first, but realized I needed to do the eyeliner first. So I just went and picked out whatever eyeliner I wanted. I forgot that I also had some in my recent, so I just used that because it's usually the one that I've been using. And I've only done this 3 times now, this being my 3rd, and each time I have gotten better. So if your first one doesn't turn out exactly how you envisioned, try another one and try another one, and just keep trying, because you will get better at it. So after I've positioned those, now I'm going to go back in and add some lashes. And because I don't know how to invert or flip an image, please let me know in the comments below if you know. I just added a set of lashes and erased the other one. You want to make sure that you're adding layers. That way you don't erase the work that you've done underneath. So all that contouring and highlighting and shadows I added, I made sure to add a layer on top of that for the lashes so that I wouldn't be erasing that. So now I'm just adding some lower lashes, and I use that same erasing technique just to get kind of a cohesive look and have the same set of lashes. And adding another layer now, I'm going to try and attempt to pick my eye color. It doesn't work. My eyes are not that dark as it appears in the picture. And for the reason of wanting my picture to pop and look more cartoonish, I did choose a brighter blue than my eyes actually are, but that's okay. And you actually want to take that layer that you're doing now with the eyeballs and move it underneath of the lashes and eyeliner so your eyeball appears as if it's in your head. So now I'll just go through and add some pupils, and then on top of the pupils I'll just do some highlight, some reflections. So now what I'm going to do is add some blush onto my lip. I'm going to contour my face and add some blush. So I just searched up makeup and scrolled through and pretty much just chose whatever one was, you know, high up on the list, I guess. The first ones I seen. And now after I add that lip color, I go through and erase around my lips. And all this is totally optional. It just adds some flair, some pop, and this is definitely extra, but like I said, this is my third time doing it. I'm just playing around with what I can do. So this is one of the things I tried, and after I added the wig, I decided to add some more hair with the brush that looks kind of like a texture of hair, I guess you could call it. And then I just kept adding and adding. Eventually I got carried away, and so when I did that, I just had to keep adding because I could only undo so much, and I knew I had done too much to undo it all. And I probably could have erased, but I just kept going. And eventually, when I did that and changing the size of the texture of the hair and stuff like that, like it eventually got to a decent a look, I guess, where I was able to move on. And it is supposed to look like a cartoon, so I don't know. So now I'm adding yet again another extra thing, and it is a shirt, totally optional, but I personally didn't like the shirt I was wearing, and there's all these free shirts here, so I just added a black basic shirt, and after I did that, I added another layer. I didn't realize that I was needing to do that till after, so I just undid what I did and went back and added the layer on top, and then did a little line. After I did the line, I went back to the hair layer and erased all that hair that was down below. After I do that, I go back to the shirt layer and erase that little bit of shirt that's hanging there. Now I'm just adding a background, which eventually you'll see I'll have to do again because I mess up and move a layer around or something. I'm not sure what I did, and I didn't want to spend time trying to figure it out. So instead of doing that, I just undid the work and then went back to stickers and added another purple background. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out what I did. And when I tried to figure it out, I just said, you know what, screw it, start over. So here I am going back in for the purple circle, adding it to the bottom layer again. And on top of this purple circle, I'm going to add a white circle. And all this is in my recents, because I have used them before, but search for any kind of design or anything you'd like. It doesn't have to look like this. Or if you want it to look like this, that's totally cool too. And now I'm going in for some flowers, making sure I'm bringing it to the front layer on top of everything. And after I've done that, I go back to the hair layer and add some butterflies, just because I know that it'll be on top of everything else, but underneath of the flowers. And after I've positioned those to how I like it, I go back in for some more makeup and add some blush to the bridge of my nose. And some sparkles on my face. So now I, at this point, noticed that I needed to just fix up my hair a little bit. So I just went ahead and did that. Just because with the white background, I was able to see it a little bit better. All the mistakes I had made are not properly added hair to. So I just saved that image, and now I'm going back on the one we've already done. And I'm adding some eyes, some closed eyes. And I'm just using that same technique, erasing one of the eyes, adding another layer, and adding the other eye, erasing the other eye. Please let me know again if you know how to invert them or flip them. Let me know in the comments below. And so after I did that, I needed to erase the eyelashes to make it appear as if my eyes were truly closed. So I went back to the lash layer and just went ahead and erased that. And then after you've got that done, you just save that image as well. And you could do another variation, just having one eye closed to appear like you're winking, and you could just save that image as well. So I went to that app, Mug Life, and added an animation to the face that I created on PixArt. And with all those images together, I saved them and I added them to this site, Canva. There is an app as well. And all those images I just put together in a scene, I guess you could call it, and I slowed down, or I'm sorry, I sped up the times on each frame to make it a little faster to appear as if I am truly blinking. And then at this point, it's pretty much up to you what you want to do and customize, you know, the background, what words you want to add, and stickers and all that stuff. So it's totally up to you. I do want to say, if you notice, it does add a logo for the animated face that I did on Mug Life. So if you don't like that, maybe consider not using it, or you can cover it up once you have it on a different editing program, I guess you could call it. So I hope this was helpful to you guys,